about it. Yes. So you say responsible cooperative mining and skills development program. How do you say the short form?
Outcome step. Yeah.
Outcome step.
Yeah.
Outcome step. Yeah. So tell us. So those who are not familiar, it was just launched August last year.
Yeah.
Yes. So tell us what the goals are and perhaps the challenges that you know you face.
Yeah.
What's outcome step about?
Yeah, our concept, as you mentioned, is a responsible cooperative mining skills and development program. Previously, under the previous administration, it was National Alternative Livelihood Employment Program for small-scale miners.
Okay.
And that was for community mining. The aim and objective for that NALEP was for community mining. But the intention and the aim and the vision for that NALEP was not achieved under the previous administration in those communities. And then let the community own who supposed
like
to
they should benefit from
those what God has blessed them for. Could not benefit from that. We know, let us change this and then ensure that the way of mining, how our water bodies are being destroyed, how our lands are being destroyed without reclamation.
You see people, safe mining practices.
Exactly.
And all that. Okay.
And so when we came, we said that no, the way the community, instead of owning those mining, and then you see foreigners coming to mine
it and all that,
and you can see the way our forests reserves and our water bodies.
Yeah.
And so when we came, we said no, then let us mine it responsibly. Let the community own it. That's why you see this name, responsible cooperative mining and skills development. We collaborate with Ghana Cooperative Society.
It's one of the goals also to curb illegal mining. Is it working?
Seriously, and that is our target. That is our aim. But first, let me greet my honorable minister, because I cannot continue this discussion without greeting my honorable minister for lands and natural resources, Honorable Amako Fibua. Who also acts as the Environment, Science and Technology Minister, very determined and focused to ensure that the way you see mining, the illegal way of mining in this country, our water bodies being destroyed, compared to 7,500 football pitches. Yeah. And you can see how the same source of river that we take our water from. We see how our lands have been degraded.
So since you were launched last year, it's been, some would say, just a relatively short period, like since August, approximately
since August, and if I will not remember our foreign euros. That was the day that Ghana we lost our foreign euros. Honorable Dr. Mane Buama, Minister for Defense, and Minister for Defense. And since that time, we have moved on. We have done a lot of engagement with the community because this, our concept is to sustain our mining. Because this government is not against mining, but the way we do our mining, it has to be responsible. The community has to own it. There has to be development in the community. There has to be infrastructure. You say you are mining. I don't know, then you go to the community, you see the proper routes, and we say, no, we are mining those communities. So when our concept was launched, we decided that no, before we go into mining, we ensure that we engage the community. We speak to the chiefs, we speak to the assemblymen who matters in that community. After those engagements, we go to the mining site, we engage the miners. We ask them, why are you licensed before you ask miners? And so they sniff in and then they go and mine. That is why you see our after mining, they don't even reclaim the pits, and they leave the pits or you mine. You need to acquire license from Minerals Commission. There's difference between large-scale mining and small-scale mining. And small-scale reconnaissance license. You have to go through prospecting lines. You have to do reconnaissance. You have to do prospecting. And they don't do those things.
Is that part of your awareness
campaign? And so that is part of our awareness. Okay. To ensure that even before we give them the corporate, we give them the license, they have to go through training. They have to go through a lot of processes.
How are you able to sift to those who are doing, who perhaps will come to you and pretend they want the license, but yet to still go back and do the legal mining?
Since this government came, you can remember, immediately the Honorable Minister set a committee to look into the small-scale licenses. Okay. And then, after going through those licenses, we saw that most of the people who say that they own the licenses do not acquire it through the proper
right ways.
ways. And so we revoke a lot of those licenses. And then, as I speak to you now, there are about 50 large-scale mine licenses that the committee is also going through, and very soon.
Large-scale mining.
Large-scale mining, because some of them
only deal with the small-scale.
We deal with the small-scale mining, but what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people acquire licenses who are mining, even the large-scale miners who do not even have the requisite documentation. And so this government came and said we have to go through all the processes. And if you could remember, the minister had an engagement with the CP through the previous administration, were not even registered. There was no track. They just brought in the excavators. Hey, we are going to do this, we are going to do this. Meanwhile, you see them at the forest.
But here's the thing where it's like, now you've given them dedication, you need to go through the proper licensing and all. How do you check, like what I'm asking is like, how do you check to know that this person that has come for the license, they've been through your training and everything? How sure are we that with your checks and everything, they are not still operating, they are not doing mining illegally, but they are doing it the right way? How do you ensure
before that? We give you the license, our constable will give you the license. After we have taken you through the process, training, education, we take you to UMAT. The leaders, they will take you to UMAT for UMAT to train you. And then after the training, before we give you the license, you have to form a cooperative. Unlike the previous administration that one person who own a mining, which is community mine, one person who own. Our concept, we don't give it to one person. It's a cooperative.
What's the essence of that? To put them in a cooperative.
To put them in the cooperative. It's like creating a job for the youth in those communities. And so instead of one person owning the concession, we are saying that no, let us form groups. So the minimum should be 25. The minimum should be 15. The maximum should be 25, maybe 30. So we register with Ghana Cooperative Society. Then after we have registered you, then we ensure that Mineral Commission also takes its process. You go through the Minerals Commission documentations. We check whether all your documentation, even the land that you claim that the land is yours, we have to go and check. And in our agency, we also have a geologist who will go to the land to go ensure that the land that you claim that you are going to do the mining, is it true that there's a prospect that when we give you the license, you will get the gold? So after you have gone through the reconnaissance, you go through the prospecting, we'll take some of the samples, we'll test it at the lab. And after we have gone through all these processes, we register with Ghana Cooperative Society. Then and then Mineral Commission will give you the license. When Mineral Commission have given the license, then EPA also comes in to check the environmental. You also get.
It's quite in depth, though.
Yes, serious, because we want to prevent the illegal way of mining and ensure that we do a responsible mining. At the end of the day, the community will benefit. At the end of the day, there will be development in the community, then we can curb the illegal mining. And even before you even go and mine, we ensure that you mine 150 meters away. And maybe you have gone through all the process. Before you get a license to go, permit to go and mine, you have to ensure that you are away 150 meters or 200 meters away from the water bodies. And we also don't encourage, although Minister is looking through, we encourage people to do hard rock mining instead of the alluvia mining. You know, the alluvia mining are those that are close to the water body. Use the excavator. But the hard rock is where even the large scale miners they do. That is where they go inside. They go underground. All right. You understand? So we are trying to prevent people from using the excavators to mine. Because the excavators a lot of time destroy the land.
It's such an in-depth process. How long does it take?
It doesn't take much. You see, when we're going around, most of our problem that we saw that the miners were having was that because they don't own those lands. The lands have been registered with large-scale miners. You understand? And so they don't have the permit to enter. So they go and they rush and they go and just dig without doing the process, going through the process and ensuring that, let me take a geologist to go to the land and ensure that, here that they are saying that there is gold. No, is it true that there is gold? They go because they have some malam alaji. There is good here. Then they not get what he was expecting to get from there. then he leaves the pit like that.
And then it's like it's
a danger to everyone. That is why under this administration, said, no, even before we give you those licenses, we have to ensure that there's a geologist that it doesn't take. Just recently, we went to Ahia Telekubu Castle, that is in the western region of Lembele, and we registered about 2 cooperatives at Adamos concession that led by the Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, led a discussion, negotiation, and then they gave to us. And we have given to those miners after going through the process, after going through those important logistics that they need to start mining, have been provided for them. To ensure
without
that
excavators, of course.
No, without excavators. Because why are we trying to prevent people from using excavators to go and mine, and then later we'll just give them excavators to go? I don't know, we are trying to do the same. And so this government is determined to ensure that the old way of mining, destroying our forest body, destroying our land, destroying our water bodies, is we move away from those.
So the 2 cooperatives you talked about, how many members are in those groups?
As I told you, minimum should be 15. Maximum should be 25, 30. So the intention is that we create a lot of. So, for example, GTV, this is our concession. So let's say there are about 500 youths who are into mining. So we divide them into groups, into cooperatives. So 25. So let's say when they are 500, then we divide them. So at the end of the day, the number of groups that we get, then we give them the concession, then they mine. And we ensure that after we've given them the concession to mine, 80% goes to the community for 80% goes to the miners, the cooperatives. 15% of those out of the 20% that is left, 55% goes to the chief. Because at the end of the day, the land belongs to a chief. The chief needs to benefit. 5% also go to the infrastructure development of that community, in terms of water, in terms of ensuring that when there are deplorable school buildings, we ensure that they build school buildings. We ensure that
make sure they cater to the people where the mining actually takes place.
So that the community will also benefit. That today we are doing mining here. When I wake up, I will see my road being fixed. I will see my water. Ensure that I drink a potable water.
You can drink it from your taps.
Exactly. When I'm sick, I can wake up and go to a clinic. When something happens to you, you have access to a concession is given to one person, and then he can take, like, maybe you can go to like Telekubu Castle, as I said, you go to maybe Dunka Ofin. One person may have about 5 concessions. Then he has given it to about 3 different or 5 different people, and then I don't know, there is only one person. The community who's supposed to benefit are not benefit. This year, we intend to launch a lot of cooperatives. I'm talking about 50 to 100 cooperatives, that because we have done a lot of engagement. We have done a lot of education. And so the education has gone down well with the community where we've engaged them. The miners themselves have now understood that mining irresponsibly, at the end of the day, will affect me myself. Because for now, I will not see the effects. But later on,
and it may be too late at that point.
And so they themselves have realized that
it's better
we would mine responsibly. It's better we follow the due process. And so most of the miners that we have engaged them, we have divided them into cooperatives. And we have registered them with Ghana Cooperative Society, as I said earlier. And so now it is up to us to ensure that we give them the permits. So Mineral Commission has done its background checks. EPA has done also background check. We have registered them.
The geologists have gone there.
They've gone there to test
and everything.
So you don't go there to go and do your this and then buga thing, and then later
no
malam, no. Then you go there. Even they have what we call a detector machine.
It doesn't work.
No, that detector machine, it doesn't go down well. It maybe 6 feet.
Okay.
You detect that, there is gold 6 feet here, and then you go, you take your excavator, you go and dig, and around the what you expect, you may get the gold, but the quantity that you leave the pit, you don't get the quantity that you are expecting. So the other day, Maboka,
So
they've lost.
2026 and beyond,
So
you want a lot more cooperatives.
We are
About 50,
so this month, particularly this month, February, March going, we are going to give them. We are going to launch and then ensure that we give them the permits for them to work.
Okay.
And we are targeting about 50 to 100 cooperatives in Western region, Western North, Savannah, Upper West, Upper East, because we have done a lot of engagement in all those communities, and we have engaged the large-scale miners. Who, so for instance, I told you about Western region, Elembele, Adamus, that the minister engaged them and then they gave us some of their concession. And so, unlike other...
I think maybe you wanted to mention, but I didn't mention, but because I'm now remembering.
Oh, yeah, I told you that we just went to launch
I remember.
at Teleku Bukaso in Anyuya.
You mentioned two places. Yes, that's true.
Those cooperative society, yeah. And so we are going to do the same at Juaboso. Okay. That's in the Western North, Bogoso in the Western region. We are going to Savannah. We are going to Upper West, Upper East to launch all those cooperatives because they've gone through the process, they've gone through the training. It's up to us now to give them the permits, now to also mine for them also to get.
Yeah, so it's Mr. Afo, some people will still say Galamsey is still a canker. To those watching this right now, tell us what outcome step, why they should be a part of it. Like,
that is
very soon Galamsey will be a thing
that's where we
of
need
the past.
That's where we need your help.
Okay.
Since the inception of this government and Honorable Amakofunduwa taking office, there are a lot of work that has been done. Okay. You remember Naimos, even recently they went to Memphis Central to go and arrest about 7 illegal miners who were mining, and then you see these young people, about 2 young teenagers also mine. So the thing is that you, the media, as you are helping now, need to help us the more. You need to get close to our concept to know the kind of education that we have had with them. Because as I speak to you now, you go to the mining areas, most of the mining areas, you don't see the activities that you see previously.
Okay.
It has come down. But as we know, in our local dialect, as we said, in every house, you will see Mensa there. So as the minister is fighting, he's determined and focused to ensure that
there are still some elements there.
Some small elements. And that is why NIMOS is dealing with them. Brugard, Water Brugard is also dealing with them. And then we ensure that we give them to the appropriate quarters. The law will deal with them. And so illegal mining or Galamsey, as we speak to now, has come down drastically. The last time we went to one of your own colleague, Yatiti from CCTV, went to the Nkrumah First River Cobra. Okay. Here you saw what she herself testified. There have been a major improvement in our water bodies. Now, as I speak to you now, you cannot even enter into the forest to go and mine. All those areas have been declared as security zones. Okay. And so the Honorable Minister is ensuring that Galamsey ends. And now we find a way of mining responsibly.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr.
So
Jonafo.
whether you are a small-scale miner, whether you are a large-scale miner, we ensure that we mine responsibly.
Yes, and that's the word for the day, mining responsibly. Mr. Jonafo is the Communication Director for the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program, Outcomes Step, enlightening us on the activities. It's not just about launching. They're actually on the field doing the work. Who knows, can still be a thing of the past. More conversations coming up. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.